Bob was very knowledgeable about the community, had a lot of friends here. If you didn't like Bob Moore, you didn't like anybody.
He was loyal to his people. He was respectful to his employees, his associates, his partners, especially his family.
He was one where time with Bob was a gift. There was never a time that I didn't look forward to spending time with Bob. And I think anybody you talk to would say the same thing. He was a force. He was a life force.
He taught me how to be a developer along with my father. You know, there was my dad, and then there was Bob Moore, as you know, my mentors and guys that were most important to me. And you know, how to treat people, how to treat the people that you work with, how you treat the people that you're working for, and how you treat your partners, and what is expected of your partners. And I've used that my whole life. So I guess his my lasting impression with him is he taught me how to be a good man.
He was so friendly, so kind, had a great family, and I loved his family. Marna, his wife, was very humorous, and she always had a smile on her face.
Well, I think Bob was a student. Bob Moore knew the components of what he was getting into, and he always knew what he wanted to achieve at the end. I mean, he had a goal in mind, and whether he was talking with Frank Morgan or Cecil Van Tile, the Boeing Company, United States Army, he knew exactly what he wanted to achieve in those relationships. He didn't lose anything in the process of negotiation. It was magical to watch him work with people. It was a gift.
They were going to build 1,000 units a year, national homes. We were on the back of a magazine. There was 13 local guys that Bob and his brother had assembled. I don't think he started out to be a mentor. It just kind of happened from that nucleus. He was the CEO when I went to work for Moore Associates. A lot of those people were very capable.
Keep your word. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't hedge on it. Don't back up. Don't ever bait and switch. Be completely open, honest, transparent, however you want to say it these days, but that's how he operated. And once you shook hands, it was a deal. His word was always more important than the contract. Great guy.
He said, "Could you stop by my office tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock? I want to ask you for some help." And I stopped by, and there was Bob Smallberg sitting in his office. He said, "I want to start a new club in Lawrence called the Bob's Club." And I said, "Well, what would the Bob's Club be?" He said, "Teachers." He said, "I don't think school teachers in Lawrence make enough money. And I want to start a program and give each teacher per year, one teacher per year, $10,000. We did that for 17 or 18 years. Still do it today. Bob is the founder of that club, and I just really respect him for that.
He built Penthouse in 24 hours, which is just a great idea. And he's the one that came up with the idea, and got the people to go in together with him to get it done. Got the donations of the equipment. He was a big-hearted guy.
I think his style was always one of we. You didn't work for Bob, you worked with Bob. And that's how he would introduce you, and that's how he would make you feel. And I can't think of anything more important for a young person to think about, is this is a we thing, this is not a me thing.
Well, I think he touched a lot of lives, and he was just a good example. Just being a great guy, that's everywhere he went, people, after the exchange was over, they were happier, they felt better. Not many people have that. He did.